Culture Readers. Foods. Level 2. Foods from South Africa. Copyright 2022. Seed Learning. All rights reserved. Facts about South Africa. South Africa is a country in Africa. About 59 million people live there. Many people do not know much about this country. It has 3 capital cities. People there know 11 different languages. Many people also do not know much about South African food. There are a few common foods you will see on menus in South Africa. They are bunny chow, biltong, and malva pudding. Bunny chow. Bunny chow is a type of fast food. The name sounds funny, but it is just a loaf of white bread that is filled with curry. The Indian South Africans from Durban first made bunny chow. Durban is a city in the east of South Africa. A lot of Indian people live there. People first made bunny chow in the late 1800s and early 1900s. This is when Indian workers arrived in Durban. The workers needed a way to carry their lunch to work in the fields. So, they took out some of the bread from a loaf. Then, they filled it with curry. There are many stories about the origin of this dish. The stories all have one thing in common. Bunny chow was a way to eat food on the go without needing a fork or a spoon. The word bunny probably comes from an Indian group known as Banya. Chow in South African English means food. It also means to eat. Bunny chow is usually filled with curry. People use traditional recipes from Durban. The original bunny chow had no meat in it. Many types now include lamb and chicken. Bunny chow is usually eaten using your fingers. The inside of the loaf of bread is taken out and filled with curry. Then, the extra bread is used for dipping. Biltong. Biltong is a type of South African snack food. It is a dried, salted meat. The word biltong comes from Dutch words. Bil means rump or meat, and tong means strip. So, biltong means strip of meat. South Africans first made biltong more than 400 years ago. At that time, people did not have refrigerators. They preserved their meat by putting salt on it and hanging it to dry. Europeans arrived in South Africa in the 1600s. They introduced a new way of preserving meat. They used vinegar and spices. Back then, people wanted to preserve meat so it did not go bad. People ate biltong because they could travel with it. They did not have to keep it cold. In the past, many different types of meat were used to make biltong. Today, biltong is usually made from beef. It can also be made from chicken and fish. Malva pudding. Malva pudding is popular for 3 reasons. It's warm, soft, and sweet. Malva pudding is a delicious South African dessert. This sweet pudding is like cake, but it has apricot jam in it. The best part of this dessert is the rich sauce. It is made from cream, butter, and sugar. The sauce is poured over the pudding once it is baked. This makes it moist and delicious. The origins of malva pudding are not that well known. There is a recipe for this dessert in a book from 1924. Most people believe malva pudding is of Cape Dutch origin. The Cape Dutch were a group of people who came from the Netherlands. They lived on the Western Cape during the 1700s and 1800s. Other people think the name comes from the Afrikaans word malva liqueur. This means marshmallow. The pudding does not have marshmallows in it. However, the texture is like a marshmallow. But we do know one thing. This dessert is on restaurant menus across the country.